Morning, everybody. It's Matt from Invexa Trade. We are looking at Bitcoin. The date is the 6th of September 2020, and this is the same chart we've been using since actually the end of 2019, and everything is working so far to perfection. There's the title on this chart, Invexa Trade, 9th of August. That's the last time I did a review on Bitcoin, and I just want to bring to your attention some key points which we're looking at. Obviously, the first move came right back up here. This is a weekly chart for everybody. Came up here, came up to just under 20k. BBC News around this point released an article. And it was everyone on Facebook actually. Everyone's like, buy, buy, buy. All these people taking out loans, credit cards. Everyone jumping on it. That's when you think, hang on a minute, that's greed. Let's sell. Surprise, surprise. People bought the top. Big boys sold the market. What we had come down, it came right down actually. Bitcoin. We had this setup which was actually a bit of a falling wedge, coming down here to where it bottomed for the first time. Let's just draw this falling wedge in here. Had this come down kind of there, so that was the pattern. Then bottomed at 0.2. Came back up. That gave us our second point now where we can draw a trend line. And again, the same pattern actually happened again with a falling wedge, which you can see, which I'll just draw here for you. And that picked the bottom there. So you had similar patterns, big spike up to sort of, where was that, went to just under 14. This is USD. Came down, spiked back up. On this time, came straight back out, broke above that resistance. So we've got 1, 2, 3 points. On the lower trend line, you could just make that to be a triangle. 1, 2, and then bang, go. It's stored around this level. You'll see here, roughly 9.6 to 10k was big resistance. This time it came above, bang, back down, resistance, bang, broke above, failed, down. So now what we're looking for is this breakout. We didn't want to chase, so when we put this out, price was up 12k. We had this arrow here, and we said price needs to come down. We want a retest from above. We want anybody that was selling here. Obviously, the big boys would be selling because price come up, bang, down. Price come up. Hopefully, some of them were hedging their bets. It was going to come back down. It didn't. Broke out. They get caught. Needs to close that. Needs to test the trend line from above. You've got the moving average. Again, this is weekly. Moving average 200. This should be huge support. That will come in probably 8.7. But I don't think necessarily it will go there. It may well do. We've got this trend line here, which is fairly valid. You've got several points from above, below, below. So if we draw a parallel, it would tie in nicely with that. I've circled this pink box because there is a potential. I think it's only that at the moment where shorts would have come in here to sell. I really don't see that. It's an option, so I wouldn't panic if it starts dropping below. Reason for that: sell here, bang, sell, bang, sell, bang, sell down, and it would be on this retrace. So that's roughly 50% of this last drop. So you could say, you could imagine people selling at the 50% retrace of that drop and then getting caught. So I'm not too concerned. I'm starting to add now, actually. Anywhere around 10 to 9.6, in my opinion, is what I'm looking at adding. If it drops below, I'm not going to sell because long term the trend is 100%. Well, not 100%, nothing is, but very, very decent chance that we go up. And I'll just add again here. This is long-term hold. Again, awesome oscillators, positive. RSI has actually dropped. I mean, you look at that. RSI was 91.41. This is RSI 5 down to 30. So that's cooled off. So we've actually had whilst price has come down actually 20% or so, 20-25%. RSI has given us great time now to allow it to cool off so we can get back in. So we've got various reasons why this area, this green box, is actually key for the next takeoff. Using Elliott wave, we've got a wave 1, we've got a wave 2. We're in a big, very powerful. This should be the most powerful of waves. We're in a wave 3. So I would subdivide this. So we've got wave 1, wave 2. Now we're in a wave 3. But this is a wave 1 of 3. Wave 2 of 3, and we're looking at this as a wave 3 of 3. So if you look at that from March, in the drop, it's gone from under 4,000 and it went up to over 12. So big moves. If I come down here, you look at the weekly, great drop. That's what you want. It's a bull market, so you want these big drops. That's your time to get in. What a lot of new traders will do is panic because the market is dropping, but these are golden opportunities. 3 months, it's still up despite these drops. Still up 12. 6 months, 15%. Nearly year to date, 42%. So even with the big drops of the last few weeks, you're still looking at year to date performance 42%. It's really attractive. It's really nice there. And the target, just to let you know, for Elliott Wave to go back, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1 of 3, we should be looking at 20,000 as a minimum. Okay, that's what we should be looking at. Now we've got this valid wave 2, we can get our Fibonacci, we can move it to there. And again, 20k based on there. So there's loads of reasons. 20k would also think about this psychologically. Price goes up. If it gets back to that level and then starts pulling back, so wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, this is all of obviously the main wave 3. So the 3 of 3 stops up here. You're going to get people that start calling for double top. So shorters are going to, the big boys are going to start, or many people actually, not just big boys, will start selling that. You'll probably hear a lot of rhetoric about a double top, Bitcoin's double rejection of 20k. There'll be some, news story that comes out that does that. So all the shorts pile in, and then the next leg up just takes them all out. So then, that'll be another level to then watch. So what was massive resistance came up, bang, break above that, sell. You will start seeing a potential support zone. Same here as well. When price comes up and above, you want to see this level, 13.8, 14k. This level then should be support. So it's not a surprise that we've got it here, because again, if you look, this was there's many. Look at all the wicks here. Look at all the wicks here. This area is a huge battle zone. But again, you expect there's no way. I mean, I would be very surprised if it just went straight without this pullback. So I really do like the look of this pullback. Don't be surprised. Don't panic, sorry. I think this should be the perfect entry. But if it's not, just keep an eye on this level. Again, psychologically, price drops, comes up, say 50%. You can imagine them looking for a leg down, and it didn't. It went up. So I think this is the main congestion. This is where most positions would be. So keep an eye on it. But that's Bitcoin. Like I say, the market shot up, pulled back, shot up. You really do want that next pullback. We didn't chase here. So the chart was dated 9th of August. Go back, look at the video, look at the charts we put out. When we put a price out, it was 12k. And we said we're not chasing that move. Didn't want to chase that move. Not interested. You don't chase a move, because then when the drop happens, you're 20% down in your portfolio. You wait for the pullback. We've had 20-25% drop. And then you look to go. And again, if it drops down here, fair enough. We'll get in again. We'll add. But we've been waiting to get in. We were doing all sorts of other tools and instruments. We should have got in. We regretted our move that we didn't get in and didn't pile in. So then we say, right, well, we want to get in. Where can we get in? Price dropped out. Wait for the pullback, and then off we go. So that's what we're looking at. Hope that video helps, and speak to you soon. Please subscribe, share the videos, like, comment if this video adds any value to you. And again, drop us a message. We're on Facebook, Instagram, the website where you can use all these tools. So some really good tools. Hopefully it helps you to make some money, and more importantly, not lose money and not getting on the wrong position. When you know the good position and total profit, you can then set your risk management, stop losses, tools, etc. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the weekend and what's left.